Alrighty, welcome back everyone to the Immersive Skarsnik campaign. So this is a thematic campaign, of course. We are only using goblin units up to this point in the campaign. That includes our characters, so we have no orc lords, we have no orc heroes, we have no troll characters currently. And that includes one of the legendary lords that you get through the technology tree. I'm not able to recruit him yet because he's not a goblin, but who knows, in time, perhaps we will allow ourselves to do that if and when we capture Karak 8 Peaks, because thematically that is what allows us to, in the game, in vanilla, to go ahead and start recruiting in other units. However, we'll decide that when we get there. We have our hands full right now with a couple of other strategic situations. Before I dive into that, I will just mention really quickly, most of you already know the routine here, but this is of course a grand strategy campaign, so you can see a summary of the rule set that we're using in terms of mods and the play style to make this a more epic and much more challenging campaign. Okay, anyway, enough about all that. Let's go ahead and talk about the strategic situation here. So we've got two armies right here with their wall armies that are laying siege to Karak Hearn. A couple more turns, we'll be able to actually launch the attack. We can't do it yet because the army that has laid siege does not have any siege weapons of their own. So there's no... Nope, not you.
All right, then I'll
You.
do it.
So Gorebuds here doesn't have any way to break down the walls on their own. So we have to wait for the siege towers to be built. Meanwhile, there is a rebellion that happened. We did defeat it, pushed it back here. It is going to start to recruit, I'm afraid. We'll cross that bridge when we come to it. We also have a very strange, straggling army of Belagar that's working their way over here. I'm not exactly sure what they think they're going to do. I really don't think by the time he gets over here that if they try to launch, if they sally out of this city, that they would be able to take on both of these armies. Quite frankly, I hope that they do, because I'd much rather fight them in a field battle than have to fight them inside the city. Meanwhile, over here, in the last episode, we had a pretty interesting battle. Let me find the right place here. We had a pretty interesting battle here at Zufbar. We did cause some pretty significant casualties to the dwarfs. Then, because they moved their armies over this direction, we just waltzed back into Oakenhammer and retook it ourselves. So, Skarsnik is still a formidable army. He still has his WA army. Thankfully, that one did not disappear. Not yet, anyway, knock on wood. And so he, at this point, if they keep pushing over here towards Grand Peak, I'm kind of thinking that we might use Skarsnik to come over here and maybe try to retake Zufbar. I don't know. We'll play it by ear. This army right here has been slowed down because of the block army that our agent did here, our Goblin Big Boss. This army, I'm not altogether sure if he can reach to lay siege himself, but if he does, he can't take it by himself. If he waits for this army to come in and help out, well, the two of them together might be able to take it, but Grand Peak, well, it doesn't have the world's strongest garrison, that's for sure. I didn't build the walls here. So I'll tell you what we're going to do. We're going to go ahead and recruit a lord in here. So we know that we can't do orc war bosses. We can't do Ogluk the Orrible. This is the legendary lord that I mentioned that we cannot recruit. We can't hire him because he's an orc. So we got to choose from either Night Goblin war bosses. Only 550 with a 158 maintenance for them, and we do care about the cost at this point because we're about to go back into deficit spending, I'm afraid. Or we could do a Goblin Great Shaman. Well, level 9 for the Shaman, level 9 for the war bosses. I don't know. If this is going to be just a sacrificial army here to cause some additional casualties, but to ultimately probably not be able to win the battle, I don't want to sacrifice a particularly good one. Neither one of those are particularly good, however. Knowledgeable is okay. Aggressive is pretty terrible for what's essentially a wizard unit. The Night Goblin War Boss Tactician. This could actually be a little bit useful in a city battle because we do have a tendency to lose those when the leadership breaks. We also could do Serial Dancer here, Frenzy. I'm kind of thinking of doing this. I've got so many Goblin Great Shaman Lords already. I'm kind of thinking of doing you. I'm going to do Thugrat here. Boom. Thugrat. There you are. Move inside the city. I don't know for sure if you have a turn to do recruiting. It looks to me like he's close enough to probably lay siege right away, but I don't know if he will. Let's go ahead and give you Route Marcher. Let's go ahead and give you as much of this as we can. Maybe Drippin' Tips. I'm not going to buff the Gobos right now because I don't even know for sure if I'm going to get a chance to recruit any in. Although that right there is so good, I kind of have to take that. And I could also take some squig units. Let me just think about this for a second. If he does give us a turn to recruit units, we cannot recruit any squigs here. Okay, that does matter. We could recruit some of these Spider Rider archers. Their missile strength is 10 compared to these guys. Actually, the regular Goblin archers are actually better. Although we can recruit these at a higher rank. And 2 turns to recruit in the Ragnarok Spider, which we are allowed to use because they are ridden by goblins, but it's going to take too long to recruit them. They are 2 turns each. Okay, we're going to go ahead and give you this. And we can't recruit squigs, so we're not going to give you that. We could give you... That's not going to happen as long as you're just defending the city. I think we're going to go ahead and give you Choppas. Okay, fair enough. And then we can give you... Probably don't want to give you any gear that is not really particularly expendable because you're probably going to die. Okay, so nothing for you there, but you can take Shroom Gather. That's fine. We have plenty of those. You can take Bat-Winged Loony just in case. No, that's dumb. There's no reason for me to give you that right now. You're not going to be raiding anytime soon, okay? Same with that. We'll save those. Swindler. Just in case you win, we'll give you that. Because we've got so many extra of those. Okay, alright. So there you are, and I think what we're going to do, based on what the enemy is going to bring, we're just going to recruit in a lot of really crappy units. Does the Skarsnik have any cavalry? It's got 2 Ragnarok Spiders, and it's got 4 Spider Riders. I think what we're going to do is we're going to take 1 more of those. And then... Actually, no, not them. I want them. I want to see if I can get some melee cav around into their cannons. And then we're just going to take a couple of these in addition to it. Okay, good enough. Actually, I just now realized we can recruit globally in a single turn as well. And we have the money for... Why are we losing so much money now all of a sudden? That was positive just a moment ago. Alright, well anyway, it is what it is. So let's go ahead and give you a couple of these. They're not particularly expensive, are they? This is all quite cheap. Okay. Oops, not you. Alright. There we go. Yeah, rogue idols would be nice, but obviously this is another thing that we're in giants. We're not allowed to recruit any of them. I could recruit some squigs, but I've already got the spiders here, the Spider Riders. Okay, that's fine. So I don't even know if we're going to get that recruiting done. We may not if he lays siege, but it's worth a try. And meanwhile, then... Yeah, you've already done all your movement. Let's just check our other armies out here really quickly. You guys have both already moved. We're going to jump you over here next turn. You have already moved. You guys are just staying where you are, obviously. Okay, this is a concern as well, and I need to mention this. I should have talked about this in the strategic overview. We've got a real problem here where the Skaven... I should have mentioned this right away. Basically, we're at the stage of the campaign where our goblins are inferior to basically everything that we're going up against. And it's causing a problem already. It's going to continue to cause more and more problems. This, for example, right here, that army, it's only one army of size 19. They are just Skaven, which normally you don't think of as super powerful. Even the Storm Vermin are not that strong of a unit. The Doom Wheels are quite good. But the problem is these Doom Wheels are just going to absolutely shred. We could probably have twice as many goblins over here as what we really do, as what we currently do. And those Doom Wheels could probably just tear through basically an infinite number of goblins. So I don't know what we're going to do about that. Does kind of look like he's headed up here towards Mount Squighorn. If he does, we've at least got slightly better troops there in the garrison. Those are some orcs that are defending it. Would be kind of nice if the game, thematically switched up the greenskin garrison so that when these places are occupied by Skarsnik's empire, that the garrison was more goblin-oriented, but that's a minor nitpick. I'm not going to worry about it too much. There's plenty that you can do with theme in this game, even as is. All right, so I think maybe... Let me just go back up to here. There's not really anything to do with you except replenish. I could always try to go into ambush stance and see if we can lure them in. You have already moved. You have already moved. I don't know that you're going to be able to get to Mount Squighorn in time to help out. Don't know if it would even matter. If you did, it probably would not, actually, now that I think about it. I can't really afford to recruit another army right here. We've got enough armies as it is already. Okay, let me just make sure everybody is moved or is where I want them to be. You have not. Well, you just need to keep replenishing. Tretch might very well turn around to come this way. Okay. You are in the process of raiding Black Crag. You'll keep moving towards it, but I probably can't really even lay siege, because he'll probably sally out and attack me, and I don't think I can win that. Those 20 units are way stronger than our 40 units, which is, a bit unfortunate. I could use, if I had a few more Goblin Big Bosses, I could probably come down and do an assault garrison. No, they can't even do that. All they can do is damage walls. Alright, well that's not even an option. Okay, we'll think about what we're going to do with him. You as well are... You're strong enough that I don't fear them. Oh my goodness, look at those steam tanks. Well, yeah, that would be an interesting fight. We're not close enough for the garrison to come out and help. I don't think that army is likely to attack us. If it did attack us, do we have anything that can even do damage to those steam tanks?
I don't serve you.
It would be very, very difficult to, for sure. We don't have a wizard. Yes, we do. Okay. So do you have sneaky stabbing? You do have sneaky stabbing. Okay. That is our best chance to be able to do any damage whatsoever to those steam tanks.
I see wisdom eludes.
Well, we'll see what happens if he sallies out. Okay. I shouldn't say sallies out, if he comes out to attack us. Alright. So, yeah, you just continue to do the raiding, and down here, Skarsnik, I think at this point we've already talked about everybody, so... Yeah, we're all good in terms of our armies, and then for our settlements, we are improving Matorka down here, which is an unpleasant climate, but we needed it to finish off the province here. And wait a minute, let me go back to this. You are doing control and growth. I guess that's okay. Ockendorf, we are probably eventually going to want to level you up. Can't really afford to anytime soon, though. It's fine. Okay, anyway, so you are income from all buildings. I do think that is what we want from you. You are control and growth. I'm going to switch you back over to income from all buildings as well. I've changed my mind back here. Ockendorf, you are going to income from all buildings as well. Okay, and then obviously we don't have Black Crag here. It would be nice to take it, that's for sure. You are doing already income from all buildings. That's what we want with you. You are as well. Oakenhammer. Can't build the garrison until you get up to level 2. Okay, down here, I'm thinking of maybe at this point going ahead and demolishing this. I'm not doing any recruiting here anymore. Forest of Gloom. I could save a lot of money by canceling this, but I've got 10 turns in which I can cancel it, so it's fine. I'll leave it for now. Okay, now we're back to there. All right, so I think that's that. Let's go ahead and just check out our diplomacy. Strength rank 4, that's largely because of the WA. And we do have a lot of armies. They're not very good armies, but we do have a lot of them. Let's go ahead and take a look at our quick deals here. Kimry, you are at war with Skarbrand and with Aranessa and with followers of Nagash. Okay. Is there any value in having... We already do have military access with them. Non-aggression pact would be 726.
Know that you
Let's do it.
are not worthy.
Why not? Okay. A little bit of money out of it. I don't foresee them dragging us into a war anytime soon. Well, we're not allied with them anyway. Okay, so Bone Rattlers. Azhag, how much would you give us for the
Welcome,
alliance?
lads. Let's hear your
1790. That's not bad. Ice Court, Ostermark, Chaos Dwarfs. Ooh, yeah, I don't like that. That's pretty overwhelming everything that he's got stacked against him right now. Now, just because we would do a defensive, or I'm sorry, we're already defensively. Yeah. It doesn't mean that we would go to war with them, obviously, but it does mean that they're going to be more likely to go to war with us, although they probably already are. The question is he likely to declare war on somebody and drag us into a war with him? Here's what we need to do. I know what we need to do. We need to say, initiate diplomacy.
welcome, lads.
We need to say military alliance on the condition that you join the war against... First of all, let's just see if you're willing to do this. No, absolutely not a chance. Okay. What about joining the war against Rictus? Nope. Okay, then what about joining the war against Belagar? Nope. Okay, but you would give us money. No, it's not. It's not worth it. We need some money, but
Clan,
in the greater scheme of things, that's. I'm too concerned that he would do something incredibly stupid like declare war on Reichland. Although we might already be at war with Reichland. Anyway, you know what I'm saying. He might declare war on somebody that we don't want to be at war with. Okay. Let's go ahead then and just check our objectives here. Just reminding myself of these as I need to do at the beginning of every episode. Okay, nothing is particularly imminent. Money is a concern, but we are going to be fighting battles and probably losing armies here at some point. Although we're also likely to lose a city. Well, we'll see what happens. I think we can afford to do this for one turn. Let's go ahead and end it. Okay, so this is interesting. I did not realize how weak Tsarina Katerina is right now. A little bit of coffee. Can't play this game anymore without coffee. Okay, we did not even see Clan Rictus move, which is very interesting. And also concerning, because I'd much rather know where their armies are, even if they're coming towards us. Okay, are they going to attack? They are not going to attack. But they are going to move all the way down there. A little bit closer to Skarsnik now. Interesting. Okay, so here's Belagar. He does have an army all the way down there. A little bit far away for us to worry about. Okay, I don't like that he was able to move that far with that army. But he did not lay siege. Okay. I really thought we blocked that army. I'm surprised it was able to move that far. And then Belagar himself is headed that way as well. Interesting. Very interesting. Okay. So he's basically giving Zufbar back to us, it seems like. Okay, Azhag, you are a little bit hard to tell what you exactly are intending right there. Wurzag, as usual, not helping us at all. He does have the Beastmen to concern himself with, and I guess he is also at war with Scrag, but he's moving. Wurzag is actually moving away from where the Beastmen are about to attack, which tells me that he's giving up against the Beastmen. My level of disgust with allies in Warhammer has gotten to the point now where it's infected every campaign. Basically, in almost every campaign, I hate my allies more than I hate my enemies. They haven't been the worst in this campaign, but they certainly haven't been helpful. Okay, we got the Wood Elves, but we're not actually at war with them right now. We do have to worry about that Rebel army, which is growing in strength. The Chaos Dwarves are at war with us, but they're not moving towards us. And then we're already to the Rogue Army section. Okay, alright. Ooh, what was that? Was that a rebellion that happened over there? Okay, so got a another bat-winged loony. Okay, got a rank for Sleight of Miser. He's up to 45. That's impressive. We did get all of these units recruited. The nice thing about Gobos is they're so cheap, even though we recruited all those units, we're really only a few hundred per turn worse off than we were last turn. We did get this built, which helps a little bit. Okay. Alright, so right here. You are probably not close. You are close enough for the garrison to come out and help. We don't want to do that, of course, but... Okay.
What?
Now, we'd rather fight this as a walled city battle, for sure.
Beacon.
Okay, you are the steam tank
Such
army, I believe,
ignorance
right?
Pains me.
Are you strong enough to lay siege to that army, to that city? Probably not.
Nasty magic's ready.
Let's go ahead and give you... I'm going to give you Vindictive Glare. Sodomizer, you've got almost all of the blues that we could possibly want. I guess I'm giving you Opportunist now. Sure, why not? Okay. So Skarsnik... You can actually move... You could move this way, do some raiding. They're not going to come out and attack, I don't think.
Supreme ruler of 8 peaks.
However, you're not going to be close enough to attack next turn. That's a bit unfortunate. Okay, I'm going to think about what to do with you. You right here, do I want... You're level 6.
I serve.
Your trade is tough, which is actually good for being in battle. You, if I wanted to, I could recruit Regiments of Renown into you. In anticipation of next turn being a great big battle here at Grand Peak. The thing is, I kind of want them to attack us right away and not lay siege. And I think that's most likely to happen.
I will not disgrace my ancestors.
With, if I don't recruit any Regiments of Renown. Alright. I don't think I want to lose you. I do want to maybe block army. 35% is... Oh, that's Beligar himself, no wonder. You, we have 59%. It's free. You, we have 56%. It's free. Okay, I think I'm going to take the 59%.
Best idea yet. No.
Failure. That's unfortunate. Maybe ultimately not that big of a deal, but what I was thinking is I might move Skarsnik in March stance over to here. I don't think he's going to be able to reach us over here. I don't think he could turn around and attack us here very easily. So I'm going to do this. I'm going to go in March stance. I'm not going to get any replenishment. But I don't really need very much anyway. And by going in March stance, I'm going to be close enough, I think, to attack Zufbar next turn.
Going.
If he does press the attack right here, which I presume he will. But I do think we can do some significant damage to him. We should be able, if he attacks us with this stack in particular, I bet you we could take out half of the units in that army. We'll just keep whittling them down where we can. Oakenhammer, you're... I don't think you're going to get attacked. I didn't really scout over this way, but we know that he did send an army over in this direction, but I think we would have been able to see him if he had come back close enough to attack. Alright. Over here. Oops, let's go ahead and talk about you. You... I guess you're fine. I do need that money. Okay, right here. You... Please tell me we can jump over. We can indeed. There's no army over here. So you have a Doom Diver. You do not. So you're the army that I want to use to lay siege. You are going to jump over as well. Do I definitely want to go over there, or do I want to come over here? No. We need both armies to take either city, probably. So we're going to do that. Okay. He should be worried at this point. I would think should be worried, because he's in danger of losing Zufbar. He's in danger of losing Karok Dromar. He's in danger of losing Karak Hearn. He doesn't have so many cities that he can afford to keep losing them. Now are you close enough to be able to attack here? You are not. Well, we're going to move you a little bit so that you are closer. If he comes any closer, you should be able to attack him. I still don't really see them... Yeah, there's a... Okay. They are close enough to reinforce each other. If I select him and hover there, yeah, they're going to reinforce each other. Okay, just wanted to make sure of that. So you armies right there are okay. You, I think you're still one turn away, right? Yes, you are one turn away. Oh, I was wrong. We could have done an auto-resolve. I thought for sure this wasn't letting me do an attack before, and now clearly it is, so I don't know what I was thinking. Maybe I was getting my campaigns confused, maybe? It's awfully tempting to click on this auto-resolve, but we're not going to do that. I'm going to continue the siege for one more turn. When we have these siege towers, I'll feel a little bit better about launching the attack, and I also want to give them an opportunity to launch an attack against us outside the city walls, because I'd rather not fight the city, inside the city, if I can fight a field battle instead. Maybe these guys will be nice enough to attack the Greenskin Rebel Army for us. That'd be pretty swell of them. Okay, now down to you. Spin the camera, of course. We did not see Clan Rictus move at all, so we really... Oh, nope, there's Tretch right there. He's in the same place. No wonder we didn't see him move. It's because he didn't move. Okay, that suits me fine. You are going to keep moving closer to Black Crag, but you're going to continue doing it in raiding stance because we need the money. That's over 1,000 that we're getting. That garrison's not getting any bigger. So if it takes us a little bit longer, that's fine. Is there any advantage to maybe trying to lay siege? I'm sorry, to try to lay an ambush. As long as he's sitting right there, I don't feel compelled to change anything dramatically. You can reach in a single turn. Okay, what do we want to do here? I want you coming down this way to possibly damage the walls at Black Crag. But before I move you down there, you can probably get close enough to keep eyes on him. This would be a block army, 33%. I would lose visibility over here. I already don't have great visibility over here. But this army is capable of defending this settlement, I believe. What can I do here in terms of scrap upgrades? Oh, I can give you bonus versus large or melee defense. I think it's definitely worth the scrap to upgrade these units right here, as long as I'm going to keep them. Now, they're incredibly expensive. But I'm extremely likely to need them for a battle against the Skaven. So I'm going to go ahead and give you guys some barding and some barding. We have the scrap for it. That army's now looking a bit stronger. What I want to do is I want to lure them in. So I'm going to step out. Where is there any place that's better than any other for the ambush? This looks like right here there should be trees right here.
Don't push me.
60% is not wonderful, but it's better than 50-50, right? Okay, so now you are going to come down this way. We're going to try to block army on Tretch if he starts moving again. You, like I said, I want you to come down here where you can damage the walls, hopefully. Okay. You are obviously just going to stay right there. There's really no point. I won't say there's no point. We're going to go ahead and try to do a little bit more recruiting here. Really no reason not to, but I don't have high expectations for it. Let's go ahead and give you... Do I want 2 more of these? Yeah, why not? Why not? We're going to try it. Okay. If they let you keep recruiting, that suits me fine. They're not recruiting themselves, so they're not getting any stronger. All right. You did gain a level. We will give you Assassinate. You are good in melee, though, so I may at some point convert you to an army unit. Okay, you are staying where you are. I don't even want to go into ambush stance and lure Tretch closer because I frankly am afraid to fight Tretch. You are fine. Okay, we're back up here to you guys. You're still doing fine. You guys are already moved. You, okay, so I still have you. And I think we might as well try to block army 55%. Success. Okay. That army now, if he doesn't attack us, we might be close enough to be able to attack him. Probably not, though. It's very hard to move any distance at all inside these mountain passes. Okay, so that's you. Like I said, you guys are already where I want you to be. I could take a look at scrap upgrades here. Winged ammo increases your range or your reload time reduction. Certainly could be useful. What about you? What can we give you? Armor and speed or bonus versus infantry?
You what?
No, not. I'm not going to use the scrap on any of those right now.
Time to fight.
Okay. Back to here. Alright, I think we're good for another in-turn here. Apologize for going slow, but it's very tricky to try to handle all these battles with all these different enemies who have better units than we do because we're relegated to just goblins. Okay, so since I did demolish that, I could go ahead and do this maybe. Not so much for the control, but to unlock another goblin big boss. Or would I rather do this? Faction, that's actually not too bad either. But no, I think I need more goblin big bosses. Income from raiding. This helps income from raiding in all armies. And income from post-battle loot for all armies. Yeah, we're going to do this. Okay. And Matorka, you're looking fine. Nothing to do here. Okay, I think we've covered everything again. Alright, let's go ahead and... We're 2 turns away from research being done. Okay, check our diplomacy again. Really quickly. Probably not any different than it was last turn. Okay. I'm going to really quickly just take a second and glance at... Other than Reichland and Wissenland, who are the strongest factions in the game right now that we know about? See, Wurzag is plenty strong. He's just useless in terms of strategy. But he would normally be a good ally to have. Okay, so Cathay is in the top 10. Wissenland's no longer number 1. I wonder who number 1 is now. I don't guess we know who number 1 is. Okay. Grimgor maybe? Because we haven't met Grimgor. Nope. Okay. Yeah, so could be him. Alright, I think we're ready to go ahead and do another in turn. Okay, Zarina Katarine, she's going to attack Azhag, it looks like. Well, maybe not attack, but she's certainly not afraid of him. She's moving towards him. Azhag himself looks like he's maybe ready to launch an attack on one of her major cities. That could be good. Okay, Clan Rictus, what are you doing now? Oh! Okay, a Pyrrhic victory. Very interesting. This is the army that was ambushing. He didn't get an ambush, but he got an underway interception. The problem is, I don't want to fight that battle. I wanted to fight an ambush battle where the garrison would come out and help. But I'm really surprised that this has Pyrrhic victory, because to me, that looks to me like their army is way stronger than our army. I mean, look at that! How on earth is that a victory for us? He's got Doom Wheels, he's got Warp Lightning Cannons, he's got Doom Flayers, he's got high-ranking Storm Vermin. How on earth? I mean, our Ragnarok spiders are not that strong. Clearly, they're overvalued for auto-resolve. Alright, well, clearly we are going to decline this attack. So it sort of worked. I did lure him in, I just unfortunately didn't lure him into an ambush. Okay, Aranessa here. Not much going on there. Reichland. A little surprised Reichland hasn't declared war on us. Okay, Wissenland. Okay, that's a little bit of a concern now. Oh, that's a bigger concern right there. Going to have to take a look at that. Okay, Belagar is going to attack us now. Kind of what we expected. Let's hope he attacks right away. He is not going to attack us right away. Dagnabbit, I wish he would. And that army is retreating now. That's very strange what he was doing there. Alright, well, it's unfortunate that he didn't attack right away. Azhag, did you... Oh, you laid siege. Okay, that's fine. Not really helping us much, but at least he's not losing. Hopefully at some point, Azhag will go to war with Wissenland as well. And Wurzag, what are you doing? We got like this little stupid buildup of armies, but nobody is brave enough to actually fight each other over there between the Beastmen and Wurzag. Yeah, Wurzag. Okay, the Beastmen. Level 30. Morgur is level 30. Is he going to attack Nuja there with 4 armies? He could. No, he's not. Nope, they just don't want to fight each other. It's very, very... I don't want to say frustrating exactly, but it's just a waste of resources over there. Okay, the Wood Elves did not attack the Greenskin Rebel Army. Crooked Mutinous Gets are actually moving up this way. That's interesting. That army's not strong enough to do anything. Okay, the Lamian Sisterhood is attacking... Whatever. Yeah. What's one more enemy at this point? They are relatively close. Yeah, I would say Azhag looks like he's in trouble. Ambush foiled, okay. Oh, he did attack! The Wood Elves did attack. Let's take a look at that in just a second. First of all, yeah, we know about that. Settlement besieged, yes, we know about that. Faction destroyed, Ostermark, okay. Ready for duty. That's good, we'll take that. Okay. Regional raiding. We've got here in Auchendorf, they're raiding us. Okay, that's one thing I was worried about. And then we've got raiding down here in Iron Rock. Okay, that's not really that big of a deal. They're certainly not a threat. Okay, so I wanted to check out again. Did the Wood Elves... Yes, the Wood Elves took out that Greenskin Rebel Army. Okay. So now you right here. You get... We'll go ahead and give you Gutter Fighter. You are Cunning. Okay, so you're fine not ever being in armies. Okay. Right here. First of all, could you reach... You cannot reach to attack them even if we wanted you to. 20 units, 20 units. Pyrrhic victory still, but we do have some siege towers built now. Let's take a look at the layout here. Okay, this is a good layout for the defender. That figures, but it's fine. We do have these Wa armies, which we could give independent control, AI control, to them if we thought that we needed to. Alright, we're going to come back to this. We're going to continue the siege. I still think I'm going to make this attack this turn, but it would be the whole rest of the episode if I did it right now, and I do want to look at some of these other things. So first of all, you are not close enough for the garrison to come out and help. That's unfortunate. Alright, that was the whole point of going into ambush stance, was that you would...
Magic is real.
With that, we would be able to fight you with the assistance of the garrison. If we move right here, could we ambush? And if we did ambush, is there any value to it? That army, if I did an ambush, I don't think there's even really any benefit to doing an ambush, because we'd still have to wait for the garrison before we actually did anything.
On the way. I'm special.
So we're just going to move right back in. That's fine. You, meanwhile, you're busy replenishing. Tretch is just kind of staying right there. That's very interesting.
Oh, yeah.
I don't think I could attack Tretch with this arm. In fact, I know I can't. But I'm glad he's not coming any closer. Okay, you... Let's try to damage the walls, I guess.
Open it. Dogs will.
Success. Okay. Let's go ahead and give you your skill up. Let's go ahead and give you assassinate now. Okay, so how many... We've got 3 breaches in the walls. I think we're going to go ahead and try this. Oh, we can't reach. We can't reach this turn. Okay, well, we're not going to try it yet. We'll just move to here. And we'll attack it next turn. Maybe damage the walls again next turn. I'm going to ignore you for the time being. I don't think I need to worry about you taking Iron Rock with its size 17 garrison. With those 5 units. Okay, so you are just going to stay there for now, I guess. Or do we want, at this point...
Who should we attack? Now!
I'm going to let this garrison fully heal up before I leave here. Maybe I do want to try to lure Tretch over here. If we fought with these 40 units, plus that garrison army, against Tretch, could we win? We could certainly take out those guys. They'll do some damage to us first, but we can take out the non-Doom Wheels. It's definitely the Doom Wheels that I'm worried about, plus Tretch himself. You don't need any more replenishing. You don't need any replenishing either. We do have the Lava Arachnarok Spiders, which are good units. Yeah, okay. Those spiders do kind of make all the difference. So this is good. Let's go ahead and try it. We're going to move you out into the trees right here. It said, I thought I saw 70%. Right there, 70%. Okay, apparently not. No, okay. I'm not seeing 70% anymore. Alright, well, I'm going to move you a little bit closer then. Okay. Alright. Yep, if we got in a battle, if he decides to come over here, we got in a battle, I would count on these guys doing a lot of heavy lifting. They actually do need a little bit of replenishment, but it's fine. Okay. You're fine right there. We already moved the hero. You...
What do you want?
20% doesn't cost us anything, but we have a 9% chance of getting ourselves wounded. We're going to take the risk. We're going to go ahead and try it. It's probably going to fail. Failure, okay. He did not quite get enough experience to level up. But at least he didn't wound himself. Okay. You up here. Yes, we were not given the opportunity to recruit you guys. Kind of what was expected.
Ready for bossing!
If we tried to make this attack decisive defeat, so we need to make sure that this fight is going to be a walled city battle, so we have to wait for them to attack us. The longer we wait, the worse it is for us, because we'll keep suffering attrition. Okay, you down here. How strong is this army?
I'll ignore that.
It's decently strong. Is it strong enough to take Ockendorf strong? That is a different question entirely.
What you want?
You
need help?
You need to be doing raiding.
War boss.
And you...
Ooh, I'm gonna enjoy this. Let him have
You
it.
lay siege. Pyrrhic victory. Okay, so we could also just go ahead and fight this one as well.
Attack!
And we probably will want to... That's a beatable army. They're going to inflict a lot of casualties on us, but it's beatable. Zufbar, that garrison's probably... Oh, no, it's still not quite at full strength. So we could go ahead and do this with Skarsnik. We can go ahead and lay siege here.
Scheme worthy of Skarsnik.
Really doesn't make a ton of sense that he has already abandoned
Stab him up!
Zufbar. Decisive victory. It would take us how long to build? Two turns to build siege towers. 1 turn to build battering rams. Okay, I'm gonna think about that attack for the moment. Let's see how much time we have left here. We got half an hour left. You right here. Block army is no good. Yeah, we're not going to be able to assassinate anybody, obviously. What really worries me right here are these two guys. We'll never do enough damage to wound Belagar or the ancestral hero there. We could do a lot of damage to them, however. We might be able to wound him or kill him. We wouldn't be able to wound him. He's level 24. Yeah, I seriously doubt if we could do enough damage to him. So I feel like we could even do an awful lot of damage to these armies, but we would never be able to defeat the characters. That's sort of the name of the game when you're using goblins for everything. They just don't do enough damage. Even casting sneaky stabbing on them is not gonna get us where we need to be in terms of damage output. Okay, so we've got this battle. We've got this battle. We don't have a battle here, and we don't have a battle here, and we don't have a battle here. We're going to wait for them to attack us. You, however, you could come help out. And if another army does come up this way, you would be needed to help out. I'm not going to recruit any more units. I think I'm going to leave you there. We'll figure out what to do with you later. Okay, all right. So back up here. Which of these battles do we want to do first? Do we want to attack Zufbar, which is a walled city battle? I don't think so. I think we want to fight this one right here. This is a field battle. Or is it a minor settlement battle? It's a field battle. Yeah. Let's. It says Pyrrhic victory. We would actually lose units. Neither one of these armies has a WA army, which means I at least don't have to worry about losing them. Okay, I think we're going to go ahead and fight this one. I believe his cannons do outrange our Doom Diver catapult. But we could probably sneak... First thing we want to do is we want to make sure that our reinforcements get into the battle. Okay, so actually the first thing I need to do is switch my controls. As usual, I forgot to do it after recording the last cinematic battle. Okay, so this is the natural choke point that we would want them to have to come through, except that our reinforcements are coming in from all the way down here. So actually what we're going to do is we're going to get our guys over here. I guess we'll get you back here. I don't love that they have overwhelming high ground. Definitely don't love that. Alright. Then we're going to get you guys right here. Over here. That's actually fine for them to be that deep. That works for me. That's going to seriously clog the choke point. What we're going to do is we're going to sit tight and wait for the reinforcements to come in. We'll get you guys around behind then when that time comes. I'm assuming that cannon is going to want to come close enough to start firing. We'll move into the trees if so. Now you can be over here as well. Alright, start the battle. Are they going to come towards us? They have overwhelming strength, but they're not going to come towards us. They're going to wait for our reinforcements to come in, which quite frankly suits me just fine. Okay, I'm pretty certain now that that's what they're going to do. We'll go ahead and start moving you up. We will start moving you guys up into the trees, deep enough into the trees that I know they'll be protected from the cannons. You guys can move a little closer. And you as well. And we'll go ahead and move you forward as well. Okay, let's go ahead and speed up. You, I just realized I need to turn you off of fire at will. I certainly don't want you firing directly into a bunch of trees. Reinforcements have arrived. Okay. Alright, so what we want to do now is we want to get... Are you getting shot at? Is the cannon firing at you? He must be. He is. He's firing. That's fine. If he wants to fire into the trees, into these practically useless units, he is welcome to do that. Okay, let's go ahead and get you over here. Let's get you guys over here. Okay, you guys, I'm going to group you into fives. Over here. Sixes. Over, wait a minute. No, never mind, that's fine, okay. Sixes over here. How would you guys get there? Okay, that's what I thought. You'd have to go around that way. Sixes, you guys can be somewhat visible over here, that's fine. Alright, and then you guys are going to be sevens. I'm going to want you over here. Again, protected by the trees. You should get all the way back. And yeah, you four are already fine. You guys can come up here into the trees as well. Okay, I think we're almost ready to do this. Tell you what, actually, okay, they are firing at you. That's probably... What's his range? Get out of his range. And then sevens. Where am I moving my sevens to again? Right there, that's fine, okay. Alright, so you guys now, if they're going to turn over that way and face towards them, then that means you guys... I'm going to put you on 3. You guys can come over here with you guys as well. These guys are getting shot at, it appears. Again, I assume it's the cannons doing all this. They've burned half of their ammunition. I don't like abusing the AI where, you know, I get them shooting all of their ammunition at targets that they'll never hit. But I can't control them choosing low priority target, what should be low priority targets that are in trees. If they want to waste their ammo on that, that's fine with me. Okay. Meanwhile, I just want to make sure they're not going to be in a position to spot our hidden troops. They are starting to move towards us over here, which is kind of what we want. You can now get... I'm going to get you over here, because those trees are in the way. And that should protect you somewhat. Let's go and speed up again. Okay, my Doom Diver. Why are you taking fire? Oh, I guess you are visible inside the woods, aren't you? All right, let's move you over here, and we're gonna go ahead and put you back on the toggle fire at will. Okay, you guys are not quite in position yet. Let's go ahead and get you all then on 4. Moving up closer to the edge of the woods. You guys get a little closer as well. You are slowly working your way over. What about you? I thought I moved both of you guys. Didn't I just click on you guys to move you? Not sure why that didn't work. Okay, you guys get closer as well. We're doing this methodically because, as always, Dwarven units are so much better than ours. We need to make sure that we're kind of hitting them from multiple directions at the same time. It has worked for us time and again in this campaign. And I'm going to make it work for us once more. Okay, you're actually now close enough that it looks like you could start to open fire here. So let's go ahead and do that. Let's fire at those miners first. That suits me fine. Let's see if you can hit them. The cannons are shooting at... I couldn't really tell who they were shooting at. Okay, you can now fire at those miners since those moved out of the way, moved out of range. However, the miners with blasting charges, that's not really the best unit for us to use Doom Divers on. We're better... Okay, the cannons are shooting at us here. That's a bit unfortunate. Okay, everybody's in position now. Let's get you shooting at the Longbeards. That's really who you should be shooting at. That means you guys now all can do this. You 4 like this. Let's go ahead and get our 5s moving up, our 6s moving up, our 7s moving up. Let's go ahead and get you guys in closer. Let's get our 4s moving up. Okay. And you guys, I want you probably to go against the cannons, but actually you might be able to. No, actually you can get in on them. You can get in on them. You can go up this way. You go ahead and bog them down. You go ahead and get in on them. Get in on them. You keep coming this way. Okay, you guys can all shoot at those Trollhammer torpedoes. You guys can... Some of you can... No, actually, never mind. That's not a good use of you. Let's keep going this way. Let's get you on them. You keep going that way. You down here on the cannons. You over here into them. Okay, over here. Let's go ahead and just start attacking over all over the place here. guys right here. Let's definitely get some of you guys on them.
Wolf chariot.
Nope, get in melee on them, actually. Okay, let's go ahead and wah. You can do a debuff. That suits me fine. You get a buff, which is leadership. Sure, why not? Okay, we should be overwhelming them here at this point, I would think. You guys did take some damage, but you hopefully are dishing out a lot of damage as well. Okay, you need to get in on them. You need to get in on them. You guys... Yeah, that's fine. Oh, I completely forgot about you. Okay, I need to turn off fire at will on you and stop damaging our own troops. And then I completely forgot about you guys. Oh no, some of you are moving forward. Some of you are just too slow. Okay, that's fine. You guys all try to get up this way. And then our goblin archers. And click on that. Okay, goblin archers. You guys come up here. Looks like we're winning pretty well all over the place. They're holding out a little bit right here, and of course this guy right here. He's a bit of a concern. Okay, let's go ahead. Do we have any spell casting? We do not. Let's get you guys up there on him as well. You guys can help out here. Actually, you know what? We desperately need... There we go. You guys help out there. Yeah, this is fine. You can help out on them. You've got them running away. You help out here as well. We took a little bit of damage. Not too bad, though. Let's go ahead and get you up there. They're running away there. That's fine. For what it's worth, you goblin archers can shoot. Never mind. I think we're about to win it. Yep, He's broken. They must have some unit somewhere that's not broken yet. Not sure what's going on with that. Oh, is it right here? These are Slayer pirates. They're unbreakable. That's why. Okay, that's fine. We're going to go ahead and get you guys in on them. He's down to 30 hit points. There we go. Victory. End battle. I would consider these to be acceptable casualties for a battle against these dwarfs. And in particular, we did a lot better than the Pyrrhic victory that we would have had from an auto-resolve. It just takes a lot of patience for this type of a field battle. You just have to give your units time to kind of surround them and attack from every direction, which is the one thing that Skarsnik and his legions of night goblins and nasty skulkers have to their advantage, is being able to sneak all around the battlefield and then attack from every direction at once. The Doom Divers actually got pretty good number of kills before I remembered to turn them off. Okay, so we got a little bit of scrap. We got almost 2,000 in loot. Most importantly, we took a settlement. And we got some decent experience out of it. The question is, do we... Oh my lord, yes, we do want to sack it. Boom. Way too much money to not sack it, because we'll be able to take it again next turn. Okay, we got the other Trickster Shard, which I love. Well, I shouldn't say I love it, but it's good. Okay, yeah, we will just rinse and repeat. Then next turn you can go ahead and go into that stance. So we not only sacked it for all that money, but we also are now raiding it for another 700, giving us also the chance to do some replenishment. Let's go ahead and give you... What do you have? Just the Gobos and the Doom Diver. I think...
What does Ogginect do you want?
I want to get your... Here we go. Yeah, melee attack bonus for Goblin and Night Goblin units. That's pretty much all of our lords who should get that, probably. Okay. So you're good. You're good. Didn't lose any units, but you do need replenishing. That's fine. Okay, you have your movement ahead of you. Okay, this is a walled city battle.
Just and good.
Is this the same layout? Okay, that's the standard layout. Is this the one I looked at before, or was it Zufbar that I looked at before? You, I'm going to ignore you for the time being, because I don't think you're going to attack Ockendorf. I really don't. Okay, you...
Knife 'em.
Against Zufbar. Yes, it's the same layout for both of them. That's what I thought. Okay. Well, we definitely can take this. The question is, do I want to get started on this? I think I'm going to leave this here. I'm going to leave these two walled city battles, because walled city battles have a tendency to take at least like a half an hour. And I've already gone way over time on a lot of episodes recently. So I think I'm going to leave this here. And we'll pick up with these two walled city battles then in the next episode. So there'll be lots of action in that one. Then there's going to be another walled city battle where we're on the defense right here. But I'm actually feeling a lot better about the war against Bellegarde, because he's suffering a lot. He's suffering a lot more casualties from his attacks than we are from ours. And we are whittling down his economic strength. The biggest concern that I have now with respect to that is, now that Wissenland is entering the war in earnest here, we're not very prepared to fight against steam tanks. I don't know what we're going to do against steam tanks. This up here is like a big concern.
Such ignorance.
Yeah, so I just don't know how we're gonna fight against them. But, you know, we'll do the best that we can. Meanwhile, we do also have this right over here. So this would not be a walled city battle, but if he does choose to attack us, it would at least be a minor settlement battle in our favor. And then right here, who knows, maybe we'll be able to lure Tretch in over here as well. So anyway, I think I'm going to go ahead and leave this one there for now. Actually, you know what I'm going to do is I'm going to move you up here. Block army, 71%. Doesn't cost anything. Before I forget that I even have this guy, might as well do this.
Best idea yet.
Okay. Successful. Got a dog Boy Scout out of it. And that should slow down whatever Wissenland is trying to do over here. Alright, now with that, go ahead and give you your... you've got all the blues already now. Okay, we'll start giving you these things up here, I suppose. Okay. Now, with that, we're going to go ahead and save the game here by doing this. Okay. Like I said, we'll pick up with this one then at the beginning of the next episode. Thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you then.